Greetings, friends. My name is Denise, and this is my best friend Louie, who has decided he is not fazed by this honkin' pile of 59 items sitting here on my couch. He's a good thrift companion, we can say. So I have an interesting kind of concept for my video today, and I decided to run with it because I went thrifting yesterday. I went to 2 Goodwill stores and I went to the Salvation Army. Now, Salvation Army was having a $2.99 sale, which meant every single item was $2.99 in the store, clothing, nothing else. And then red tag items, which is kind of like what they deem to be fancier. It's typically new with tags items, but I don't really get their reasoning when I look at their red tag items. They're not things that stand out to me as having a lot of value. So anyway, those I think were $4.99. So they were a little bit more, but they were still on sale. I didn't pick up any red tag items, so it's kind of a moot point. Now, just for fun, because all the Salvation Army items had their tags, I actually added up, and I'm going to start with a little math today. I added up all of the items I got, which was 32 items total, and it would have been $327.69 for my Salvation Army items. $327 before taxes, just simply adding these tags up. Now, there's kind of a caveat to that. Would I have sourced all of these items if they weren't $2.99? I would not have. So I truly wouldn't have spent $300. But it's important to take into account those retail full price items, and then also if you can find a $3 day, a $2 day, a 50% off day, how it really can impact how you source and obviously your profit margin. I'm going to go over the numbers right out of the gate. So at Salvation Army, I got 32 items. 31 of them were $2.99 items, which was $92.69. I also picked up 1 pair of shoes for $6.99. Here are the shoes. I'm just going to show them right now so I don't forget. These are called Chocolate Blue. And they're really cool leather shoes that have like a slip-on styling. And then the rest of the items I'm going to get into and share sort of what my reasoning was behind these. I also culled my cart before I checked out, and I probably left about 10 items behind from my sourcing trip. I have already washed some things. I have to go to the dryer and grab them. I'll be right back. As for my Goodwill trip now, I spent $206.09 on 27 items. One Goodwill, I picked up 12 items. The second Goodwill, I picked up 15 items. I just combined the 2 amounts and came up with one number for Goodwill. So my cost of goods for Goodwill was $7.63, whereas my cost of goods for Salvation Army was $3.03. Over half price cheaper. I'm going to get started right away talking about how the sale drove my sourcing strategy. Would I have gotten these items if they were on sale? Would I have not gotten these items? What kind of inspired me to pick up the item because of the $2.99? So, like any good reseller, I did actually check comps when I was going through. I find a place on a sofa or a chair in the thrift store, and I just go through my cart. I also choose to look at comps at that point. I am at a place with my thrifting where I really, with some brands, don't look at comps. I'm not checking comps as closely, especially with a $3 price point. I feel like I can take a little bit more on the risk end. So let's get started. Okay. I'm gonna accommodate my puppy and also show items. First item I am sharing, I would have picked this up and I believe it was priced $8.99. This is a Lands of Salzburg. So this company pretty much is an 80s/90s, the original cottagecore brand. This was made in the USA. Very long. These are the items that I washed because I did a whites load. I found a pair of Lululemon white studio pants that are actually lined, which means they're a little bit older. They don't make them lined anymore. The logo's up here on the front pocket. Studio pants have had a little comeback recently, so I was really excited to find those for $2.99. I also found a gray pair, but the bottoms of them were like completely worn out. They had stains and holes, and sometimes even for that price, I feel like I could pick it up and sell it to someone and they can get a great deal, but ultimately I decided that the damage was just too much and I didn't want to deal with it. And the next item I picked up is just a Lululemon Love tee. Now Lululemon makes these t-shirts, they're Pima cotton. Here is the gummy Lululemon logo, and often why I am so successful finding Lululemon in thrift stores, because as people are going through racks, they're not taking the time to notice that there's a rip tag missing here. This is the first thing I see as I'm going through a rack. Okay, rip tag missing. Is it gonna be Cala or is it going to be Lululemon? Really is the bottom line. And Cala uses gummy logos as well, and they sometimes can look exactly like the Lulu logo if you're looking really quickly. So that gummy monochromatic logo is the reason why I am often so successful finding Lululemon. Next item I found, so these are all items I would have picked up even if they were, so t-shirts there are just $2.99 in general, but the pants and that nighty robe, absolutely. I also found this J. McLaughlin dress. It feels like it's a stretchy jersey knit dress. It's a faux wrap on the top. It's a size large. So I believe I have a J. McLaughlin dress in my closet and it's a small. I was excited to find large, which is also something I want to touch upon. I have really been looking through the lens of what is selling in my closet and what is sitting for a little bit longer. And the one thing that has helped me kind of understand or look closely or critique some of my purchases are the live shows that I've been hosting. And I moved about 50 items in my last 2 live shows, and I just realized that a lot of the dead weight or items that have been hanging out in my closet were extra small and small. And what's interesting is that when you have brands like Anthropologie and Free People, selling them live if they're an extra small or a small is going to be a lot easier because the pit to pit on them may be 25, but someone's not going to click on it if they don't identify as an extra small. So that was really an opportunity for me to sell what the actual size of the item was versus the size on the tag. And now that lens has really given me the foresight to stop and think about if the piece is really worth picking it up if it's an extra small. I really saw some beautiful dresses yesterday that I wanted to pick up, but they were extra smalls, and ultimately I decided I don't want to store things. I want to buy things that people want to pick up within 4 weeks or so. I really want to have this 4-week model, so that's what I based a lot of my decisions on. So, for example, this is Eddie Bauer. This is an extra, extra large, and that's why I bought it. So I don't buy Eddie Bauer anything, but this was an extra, extra large, and it was $2.99, and I thought, my goodness, even if I get $32 for this, that's still a really great profit margin. I thought it was really cute. I loved the pattern on it. And the size is really what drove the factor. These are a pair of Buck Mason sweatpants. Now, Buck Mason is a kind of fancy, I don't know if they make women's clothing, men's sweatpants, men's clothing. They have a store in Venice Beach we were recently in, and a pair of pants like this actually sells for $98. So I absolutely love picking up these higher end brands that make loungewear, sweatpants, sweatshirts, because people do really seek them out in the second-hand market. This is a Zadig and Voltaire sweater. I would have picked this up regardless. So far in the list of I wouldn't have sourced was that Eddie Bauer fleece, but I picked it up because of the size and the price and even the pattern. I wouldn't have bought that if it was $12.99, and that's what jackets are at the Salvation Army. I don't know the size on this or the material, but they're not really great about natural fibers. This sweater did have thumb holes, so I'm gonna have to take some measurements and do a little research on that piece. I did pick up a few Free People pieces that I didn't give much thought to. I just kind of went for it. This one is a large, so cute. And, you know, a piece like this I'm probably selling for $18 or $20 live. I'm putting in my closet for closer to $40. And that's kind of what I'm looking at. It's not necessarily one of those items where I'm going to be making $50, $40 on, but it's one of those pieces that I know people may be inspired to bundle during a live show. And so I picked it up. I picked up all the Free People for the most part. I left some extra small things behind, but this is another Free People piece. It's tunic length, it's thermal, it's super cute, it's a medium. Absolutely no hesitation for me. This is a piece I would not have picked up if it wasn't on sale. This is a pole sweater, P-O-L. I'm gonna get this listed hopefully today. Everyone is just kind of American flagged out. Obviously, it's election season and it's also the Olympics. I thought this was so cute. So Pole is a boutique brand. I have picked up Pole before, and they kind of took a little riff on the American flag for this. What I loved about it is that it was new with tags. The original price on this was $78. I'll probably list it for $48 to $55. Also a size large. So these I would have never ever picked up. This is what drove me to buy them. Abercrombie & Fitch straight, stretch 90 straight, 36 waist, 34 length, brand new with tags, $87 khakis. Yes, I'm gonna pick them up for $2.99. If they sit for a moment, that's fine with me. The size was absolutely there. Here's an Athleta piece that I would have said yes to if it was $6.99, $8.99, probably not. It's an extra large pullover. It kind of feels like a sweater style knit. This is a Free People kind of eyelash knit sweater. This is also a size medium. Just a really cute. I feel like this is what people identify Free People with when they're looking for their sweaters. Slouchy, off the shoulder, oversized, boxy fit, soft, cozy, and guess what? Fall is right around the corner, so people are going to be looking for items like that. This piece actually is a size small. It's called People of Leisure, and it was made in LA. For me, I know it's an oversized fit. I absolutely think this little ruffle style, a pair of boots, some knit tights or leggings, this just kind of checked all the boxes of the things that I like to pick up. Cotton, made in the USA, neutral color, ruffles, really has versatility as far as length is concerned. Wear it with jeans, wear it with boots, style it however you want. Absolutely adorable. Comps on that were just kind of all over the place, but the brand itself retails for anywhere like $80 to $125 for a piece like that. We'll see how it goes. The next piece, I just sold one of these. This is a size extra small. So I did pick up an extra small Free People piece, but this just sold in my last live, the exact one. So I have all the stock photos. I have all of the backbone and infrastructure to post that ready. I just have to actually take the pictures of it. I did get a few Levi's pieces. Now these, check out this Levi's tags. These are a modern production. They're not old. They're kind of made to look old, but they're not. They just had some really cool pockets and styling to them. They're just men's Levi's pants. This is a size small. I have recently sold a size small Levi's jean jacket. This is a type 1 jean jacket. They call it the iconic jacket. It has some features to it that are a little bit different than a normal trucker jean jacket. And for $2.99, I headed straight to the jackets. Jackets were my first priority, and I just hit the ground running with jackets. I did find this piece. I had picked up a Gap jean blazer that was really cute, a little bit older, maybe like 2010 vintage, and I decided to leave it behind. This is just a Polo Ralph Lauren, beautiful, beautiful cotton, 100% cotton, size large, women's fisherman knit navy sweater. I feel like Polo's having a moment, and since they designed all the clothes for the Olympics, I absolutely am keeping my eyes peeled for the little bit more on the vintage and keeping my eye on older labels, style obviously, and materials. Cottons, linens, those are definitely the pieces that I am sourcing. This was priced $27.99. Okay, shocked no one bought it. This is Barefoot Dreams. Now I am not picking up Barefoot Dreams cardigans, but this is a hoodie pullover. Has a kangaroo pocket. It's black and it's a size large, so $2.99. I also found a lot of jeans. Let me just share the last two pieces I have before I get into jeans. This is a Free People piece. It's a medium. It's not oversized. It's very interesting looking. It has kind of sheer sleeves. It has this big graphic on the front. Has a hood and it's cropped. It definitely feels more like a small, even though it's a medium. And I just kind of laugh like, okay, Free People, make extra smalls that feel like extra large and make mediums that feel like smalls. I have sold this exact Intimately piece before. I think I've sold 2 of them. It's actually probably more of like a nightie, but people wear it as a dress. Also take into account what I like to photograph. And you know, I have a love-hate with certain things like maxi dresses. I will typically batch out my jeans. So I have to be in the mood to photograph jeans, and then I just boom, 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 boom. Pretty much got all light wash jeans. I just feel like light wash jeans are still having a moment. People are seeking out the light wash, and I'm not steering away from them yet. I did pick up a dark wash and a medium wash pair of jeans, but let's get started right away with the jeans that I got. These are just Madewell's The Perfect Vintage Jean. Love selling these. Favorite. They are kind of like Levi's dupes. I found a denim Forum, the ex-boyfriend jean in a size 26. I tend to find size 26 denim Forum jeans. Now, denim Forum is an umbrella under Aritzia, and people do like their jeans. I have sold the Joni High Rise as well. These are just a pair of Levi's ribcage straights. To me, they look like they have a little bit of a wide leg. I have some modern Levi's, like 501 skinny in my closet, and they just feel like a much harder sell. These that have the leg like this and are the modern production, that's why I picked those up. Also the size. Here's a pair of Abercrombie Curve Love, the 90s straight ultra high rise. So Curve Love has a smaller waist and more roomier through the hips and thighs. They are a size 6, and I also love the wash on them. They are a super long inseam. I love selling Abercrombie jeans. Obscure, but I just could not pass on these simply for style. I feel like Y2K is about to surge upon us, and these jeans really help me with that idea in mind that Y2K is about to have a moment. These are low-rise jeans, size medium, baby. 2 pairs, made in the USA. So these are from that vintage era. Look at the leg on these. I wish these fit me. The rise, maybe not so much, but they're kind of a lightweight cotton. I couldn't really find comps on that style, I think simply just due to them being 20 years old, but my goodness, for $2.99, I just couldn't leave them behind. This is a very similar feeling pair. Feels like a trouser jean, wide leg, has those cute flat pockets, looks like chinos in the front. Absolutely going to pick these up for $2.99. Those are probably the riskiest things that I bought yesterday at the $2.99 sale. A piece of me just thought, for $2.99, that's almost like bins pricing. I'm gonna pick these up. If they were $12.99, I would have left them behind. I'm gonna keep everyone updated on how those do. These are Lovers and Friends denim. Now, Lovers and Friends are typically known for their dresses, baby doll dresses, just very cute, pretty. I've never seen their denim pieces. Wash was there. These are a size 28. And here's another pair of wide leg Levi's. These are actually the high-waisted straight in a size 27. These also have the wide legs, super adorable style. These were a personal pickup. They're just 501s. They have a kind of dark wash. They're a little dirty and crusty. I actually appreciated that about them. I will probably bleach them out. I'm currently wearing a pair of jeans that I picked up on eBay that I made into jean shorts, and they have quickly frayed because they're 100% cotton. So I decided to pick up those 501s, and I'm going to make them a little bit longer this time. And I think this is the last thing from my Salvation Army run. It's a pair of Madewell jeans. It is the vintage perfect jean in a 28 tall. 28 tall. So I allowed the medium wash of this to sort of sway my decision because they were talls. I'm 5'11". People seek out tall jeans. I'm definitely going to pick up Madewell jeans for $3. So basically, this half of the video is going to really be looking at the types of items I'm sourcing for full price at the retail thrift store, Goodwill. Some of these items may have been 30 or 50% off due to the tag color, but for the most part, I'm not really paying attention to that. It's not really driving my decision. I'm going more on brand, size, color, style. Some things I left behind at the $3 sale, like some Evereve pieces, because ultimately I didn't like the color of them. Do I regret it? A little bit. I probably should have just picked them up anyway, but just sort of putting it out there that I do consider color. And sometimes I'm leaving kind of maroon pieces behind, certain types of yellows or patterns. I am looking for more neutral tones. Anyway, let's just talk about what I got. So now we're looking at close to $7.63 per item. So when I'm paying $7.63 per item, to me, I want a listing price of $40. I don't really want to be selling any of these items for less than $35, but I'm hoping for the most part, the majority of these items sell for higher than $40. Shoes. Free People Chelsea boots. These were $16.99. They're pretty current, gummy sole, and they have some scuffs to them. I will price them accordingly. A lot of people do wholesale boxes on Free People, so a lot of people have these brand new, and of course, so they price them accordingly, over $100. I'll be able to sort of nudge my way into the market even if there's more, because these aren't brand new and I can list them for a lower price and they still look great. These are a pair of Charlie Horse cowboy boots. They're a vintage era women's size 8. Now, I believe from my research that Charlie Horse actually is a division of Lucchese, and I love selling that brand. I hope I pronounced that correctly. I found an amazing pair of Salvatore Ferragamo shoes for $10. Now, they still make these, but they started making this style, I want to say like in the 60s. I have picked up a pair before, and my only hesitation about buying those, they're a size 9, so I love the style, the size. I have been throttled before on Poshmark, and what throttling means is when you post an item, a little pop-up menu comes up and says, we've determined that this item could potentially be or not authentic. Do you certify that this item is authentic? And of course, I'm not selling fakes on Posh, so I certify it as authentic. And then what I find is that it takes quite some time for an item that you have to certify as authentic, sort of say to Posh, pinky swear this is real, for it to populate into the general search results. So that's what I personally call throttling, when Poshmark buries a listing and it doesn't come up in search results because it could potentially be not authentic. It's a little bit frustrating because I have like a Burberry piece. I've had it happen with the Ferragamos. And so it's just like a little bit frustrating on my end that Poshmark does that. Like, I historically have sold over 3,400 items. I've never had something returned for authenticity. I'm a Posh 2 ambassador, and you would just automatically think that when you certify a listing as authentic, it would appear in search results. I'm not asking for any special treatment, but if I say yes, it's authentic, I want it to show in search results. So those could potentially be a long tail item. They might not start showing in search results for at least 3 weeks. I did pick up a pair of Madewell. These are just kind of classic. People love these platform, well, I don't know, not platform, but people love these chunky heel, open toe kind of sandals, and they're a size 10. The last pair of shoes that I got was a pair of, these were $5.99. The brand is Anu on these, AHNU, and these are just like outdoor kind of sandals. For me, I don't even know if I've ever listed this brand, maybe once or twice, but for me, it was size and condition, so they look pretty good. It doesn't look like I'm gonna have to spend a lot of time to clean them up, so I decided to pick them up. Oh, and I also got, while I'm at it, this purse. This is called a Cuba purse. It just really stood out to me. It has all these zippers. When you unzip the zipper, it then has a snap that has like a little pocket in it. And then on the inside, it has 2 zippers that kind of open up and then open down, and it was very clean inside. It has a super substantial lining to it, almost like a canvas. This purse itself, I think, weighs close to like 4 pounds, 4.5 pounds, and I didn't really know much about it. I love the style of it, and this is one of those pieces. It's a 2010 piece, and funny enough, I did a little research, and it turns out Miley Cyrus, Blake Lively, just a bunch of stars used to carry these purses, Rihanna, so it's just kind of fun to have that, and I will put it in the listing. Lululemon piece, and sort of back to what I have talked about and having really your eyes open. So I saw this piece, and if you look right here, This is the tag that's often used on sweaters and sweatshirts, typically along the bottom hemline. But when I felt this piece, I decided to give it a closer look. And there was my friend, the Lululemon label. I then looked inside the left side pocket for the size dot, and it was easily located. And so I decided to pick that up. It is a size 4, but it is oversized. I also found this Lululemon bra. It's super supportive. It's a size 36E. I found a lot of activewear. Goodwill in Boulder is just teeming with activewear. This is a Resell activewear athletic top in a navy. They had this in a few colors. It looked like someone donated the majority of their Resell clothing, shorts. I mean, they had so many pieces, but it's a little bit, I don't want to say priced up, but it's not $2.99, so I have to be discerning. That, for example, was $4.99. This piece I decided to pick up for myself. It's a Kimi and Kim. This is just an anthro piece. It has a little bit more of like a blousey fabric on the sleeve, and then it's t-shirt through the bodice. I am a big fan of this boxy, more crop styling because I wear a lot of high-waisted jeans, and I loved the color of that piece. These are just 2 pairs of Lululemon Wonder Unders, a gray pair and a navy pair. Wonder Unders are no longer made, and so people seek out Wonder Unders in particular. Just a really quick tip, if you find a pair of pants, Wonder Unders are typically made with luxtreme. They're gonna feel silky and soft in your hand. And then in the back, a Wonder Under is gonna go straight across here, and then a line is going to dip at the seam, a really tiny V. So that's how you know you have a Wonder Under. Also checking the size dot and confirming on Lulu Fanatics is the safest bet. Here's another Resell piece, and these are just sweatpants. They were also like $5.99, size small, just contrasting light blue with dark cuffs. Looks super comfy, cozy. I don't really expect those to sell for a lot, probably $28 to $32. I did find a Lululemon Define. Actually, this is not a Define because it doesn't have the round vented panel in the back. This is a size 10, great raspberry color. I take that back. This is a size 12. I'm going to do a little research on what the specific style of this jacket is. I did see that it has a little dark spot here, and sometimes it's hard to remove spots on an item that is such a bright color because it could leave a little bit more of a white mark on the item where you were trying to remove the color. So what I'm going to do is just straight up put Dawn dish soap on that. I have never had an issue with Dawn dish soap impacting the color fastness of an item. I also got this Lululemon rain jacket with vented arms, really kind of designed for running. It folds up and has a little cute saying on the pocket where it all fits into one pouch. I love those designs. These are a pair of Viore men's joggers. I forget what their fabric's called, but it's the fancy fabric that they have. And yeah, $7.99. I'm not passing on those. This is another Aritzia brand. It's called Wilfred Free. And I saw these selling for about $40. It's just a one piece. It was a size medium, super cute. I do like to offer up a little bit more of like the streetwear style of athletic wear. I tend to buy a lot of performance activewear for people who are at the gym, going to yoga, running, all of those things. To me, that is a little bit more of like a streetwear performance piece. That person could decide to wear it to yoga, but for the most part, they're probably going to be wearing that out with a cute little crop sweater or something with it. This brand I hadn't heard of before. It's called Universal Standard, and this was new with tags, so that helped me decide to pick up this piece. It is just a dark wash denim shirt dress. Now this is an extra small, and I'm gonna have to look at their size guide. Free People Intimately pajama set. It's a long thermal tunic top and then a really cute pair of kind of thermal leggings. Loved the color, loved this set. I found a, oh my goodness, this is like the third icebreaker merino wool dress that I have picked up at this one Goodwill location. I believe this was $7.99. I love picking up icebreaker pieces. So these are all the brands that I love sourcing, that I have confidence in that I can sell them for that price point that I'm looking for, which is on the higher end than some of the $2.99 pieces. This is just an Athleta one piece. What size is this? Medium. I'm a sucker for a one piece, so this potentially could go into my personal closet for a little bit. It's $4.99. It has pockets. It's thermal and waffle knit pajamas have always been a solid fast seller for me. $5.99 for this. It's a rails piece. Now hear me out. Most people are not buying rails anymore, but look at the style of this. I believe this is current on like a Nordstrom's type website. This has floral embroidery, so I normally would pass on rails, even at like $5, even at $3, I passed on rails, but chambray floral embroidery, almost on the boho anthro side of things. So this was a yes for me, and I am confident I can post that for $55 to $60. This is an obscure linen brand. It's called Felix. It's a size medium. It's a men's linen shirt, and they retail for $180. It's a South American company, so I don't really know what their resale presence is, but I do think people in particular seek out linen, 100% linen Oxfords and shirts. So that's why I decided to buy it, taking a little risk on the brand there. And these are Athleta, you know, Salutation joggers, size medium, really great color. These were only $4.99. A lot of the times I find that Athleta is normally priced up at most thrift stores to like $12.99 to $14.99. Would not have bought those. Anything higher than really $8.99, potentially $9.99, but I would have looked at what year they were made. And the last piece that I picked up was this Wawmaker vintage collection made in the USA. Now this piece really has that kind of frontier woman vibe to it. I just decided to pick it up. It was a really great price, made in the USA, sort of vintagey looking, and all the ones that I could find were on eBay, and they sold, and there aren't that many available. Here's my haul. So I spent a total of $100 plus $206. So I spent a total of $306 thrifting yesterday for 59 pieces. And to be honest, I am not thrifting all the time. I haven't been thrifting in 2 weeks. When I do go thrifting, I kind of go hard. I hope you enjoyed this haul. I appreciate you so much for watching. If you'd like to give it a thumbs up or subscribe, I will be back with more real reseller content that really looks at all the facets of reselling. And I hope your sales are up, that you start to see a rise in sales with people heading back to school in a few weeks. And as I always like to say, may kindness light your path. Take care, everyone.